Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pick and Roll live stream here on the Board YouTube channels. We get set for most of round two. Round two got started a little bit early yesterday with the Cavaliers and Pacers, which we'll talk about on the show today as well. But 4 games to discuss for today's show and multiple bets incoming as well. So it should be a loaded episode to get your week started here today. If you do enjoy, make sure you do smash that like button. It does go a long way to supporting the channel, and make sure you're subscribed as well, so you're up to date when we have content coming out. Not going to be every day, but should be most days through the week as we go through round 2. So we have some great stuff on the way that you do not want to miss. Haven't done a show in a few days. We ran into some scheduling conflicts on Friday, so we did not do a show then. So last show was on Wednesday, but we'll recap what we had from the previous shows. Unfortunately, not a great set of days for us overall. We did have some winners. We had a winner with the series for the Knicks and the Pistons, which was great. We talked about that on the previous show a little bit as well. But unfortunately, the bet that was on the previous show was the big SGP that did not come through for us. And also, unfortunately, our futures bets both crashed in the first round. We had the Clippers to win the West. They lose Game 7 first round. We had the Rockets to win the West. They lose Game 7 first round. Those ones, 0.2 units, 0.1 units. So doesn't really impact the season a whole ton, but would have been nice to have a little bit of a longer sweat. Let's go first of all to the Rockets, Pips. You are a Rockets fan. Where did it go wrong for the Rockets in this series? I know they did well to force Game 7, but putting themselves in a 3-1 hole was just a little bit too much to ask of them.
Yeah, I think overall we were the much better team. Not much, but we had some margin in the first 6 games. Throughout the first 6 games, 3 wins from us, blowouts. 3 out of 3 losses, 2 were like 1 possession loss. Yep. So we should be better in those first 6 games. When it comes to the game 7, it's always like one guy will get hot. Yeah, it's like shooting Warriors, and I would say Golden State Warriors played great. They limited our threes. They shoot their threes, got the looks. Buddy Hield scored 9 threes. Rockets altogether scored 6. Can't do much about that there. Like Buddy cooked us, and if you get cooked by Buddy Hield, Buddy made 9 threes. Jalen Green had 8 points in total. So kind of. Also, we lost the series because of Jalen Green was shit. So I think Fred VanVleet played great. Amen. After 2 stinkers in game 1 and 2, played great. Şengün played great. Adams played great. Bro, guys, Jabari Brooks did some damage. Very good. We only just needed Jalen Green type. We only needed our shooting guard, main scorer, to score some points. He didn't do anything. Besides that game 2 when step back threes were falling, and yeah, sucks, man. But hopefully we can get, I don't know, someone in the off season to play that starting shooting guard position.
Yeah, it's a tradable contract for sure. I just don't know what that trade might look like. So we'll see if that ends up happening. On the Clippers, though, because we had a bet there, they also got to a Game 7, but it was a resounding win in the end for the Nuggets with their second half performance. Yeah, the Clippers, they had a good enough team to make a deep run, but fall at the first round. Obviously, a tough series against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, but what was it about them that they just couldn't quite get over the line?
A bunch of stuff, I would say. Their supporting cast was horrible. Bogdan, Dan, Pavel didn't had a great series. Harden played. I would say if Harden played well up to the last game, like Game 6, Game 3, he was amazing. He played well throughout the first 6 games. Game 7 was horrible. Kawhi didn't do as much as they needed from him, and yeah, I don't know, the energy, like going away to the Game 6 in Denver. It's tough. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. The Denver got more from Westbrook than the Clippers got from like Pavel, and that's huge. Yeah.
So, unfortunate loss from there. They have a lot of work to do to try and keep themselves
Yeah.
competitive, but they did a good job this year. So they did better than expected. I thought they'd be well. It was a tight West. I mean, they very easily could have been a play-in team, but they were definitely a better team than I think the 5 seed represented. But nonetheless, still couldn't quite do it. But let's get to the uh, the games that we had more recently here. Let's talk about that game one between the Pacers and the Cavaliers. Many people called for a sweep from the Cavs, but perhaps Darius Garland being out affected that. Whatever it was, the Pacers came through and won game one. How did they manage to do that?
Uh, they made their role guys made wide open shots, and even difficult shots, and the best shooters on Cavs missed their shots. That's the first and most important thing. Second important thing is kind of a matchup shock for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They went from the slowest pace teams that couldn't do shit to a team that just running at them.
Yeah.
I think Kenny did a huge mistake to start the game. He put Evan Mobley on Turner and exposed Jared Allen to ton of pick and rolls and switches and got cooked out there. Uh, but yeah, I mean, Pacers are a good team, and when you have like a when they play a team that's without third best player, and the best player shoots 1 from 11 from threes, and half of them were wide open, then yeah, you get what you get. Just want to give like a shout out to Andrew Nembhard. It's absolutely unbelievable. Like throughout the last 2 seasons, he's shooting like 32% from the three combined, and in the playoffs last 2 seasons, he's averaging 51% from three. Like if we talk about playoff razor, last night he shot 5 from 6 from three, scored 23 points, and was the main reason uh, Bucks Pacers won. They also got 4 from 6 from Aaron Nesmith. They also got 3 from 5 from Maturin. Even TJ McConnell made a three. They shot 53% from the three, and other team had Mitchell 1 from 11, Max Strus 2 from 8, Ty Jerome 1 from 4. Yeah, when you get that combined, that's 4 from 23 from best shooter. So this won't happen again, and it is what it is.
All right, let's get into the upcoming games now. Let's go forward looking now. A few bets I know you're interested in for today. So let's jump into the first game up on the FanDuel odds screen. FanDuel, of course, our presenting sponsor. We have the New York Knicks here, +9 in game one against the Celtics. So much has been made of the Knicks in the season and in the playoffs. They have very, very much struggled to play against and especially be competitive against the top teams in the NBA, and they've particularly very much struggled against the Boston Celtics this season. The +9 would show that, of course, the Celtics are big favorites here. How do you see this game one going?
I think game one is should be good game for Boston. I do think Knicks will win game in this series. Uh, Boston lost a game to Orlando, who was absolutely horrible. I think Knicks can definitely win one game against them,
Well,
but this is like, yeah, this is
hopefully they can win one. Yeah.
yeah, this is Boston in 5. If some shooting crazy stuff happens, it's Boston in 6. I don't know how real injuries are for Drew and Brown for this one, and Tatum. Are they now like just being cautious rested in the first series because they didn't need them all to win, or there is something there? But we'll see. This will be a tough battle on defense and a lot of physicality. So we'll see how they go through the series. But yeah, I don't think Knicks can do much in this one.
Yeah, I'd probably lean towards 5 games for this one as well. Betting wise, for game one in particular, you're looking at something. Talk us through the first play of the day.
Yeah, it's Al Horford under 14 and a half points, rebounds, and assists minus 120. I think it's wildly available for this one.
Yeah.
Just like numbers bet when we have Jalen Brown and Tatum both playing. I don't know if it changed much for Porzingis, but yeah, let's add even Porzingis in. When we look at this, even when we had 20 to 30 minutes played, so in the one game against Orlando, when everyone was healthy, he got 25 minutes. And usually, when all the guys are healthy, he's playing like 22 to 28 minutes off the bench. So I'm setting this as a 20 to 30 plus minutes. Uh, just averaging 11.7 in those scenarios. And we can see he played Knicks in February, had 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 8 points, rebounds, and assist in 25 minutes. Against the Orlando in that game had 13, even though he had some shooting luck. Yeah, I don't see it for Horford scoring, rebounding wise in this series. Uh, yeah, even though the overs came against Pelicans and Bulls, again against any good team, he stayed way below this line, and yeah, he scores most of his points as a spot up, and Knicks are kind of not allowing spot up, and not over helping a lot, and yeah, rebound and assist wise, still, when you look at the under 7.5, so points are at 6.5, rebounds and assists are at 7.5, and we could get combined 14.5. Even though I like under on both of these, so rebounds should be under, assist should be under 2.5, points should be under 6.5. So we are getting 14.5, and what this is 6 and 7, so extra point on points, rebounds, and assists. So just a number bet. Think this should be at 12.5. So I think this is like if you look at this, we put it down to 12.5. That's barely there. When you maybe we do 11.5, it's 50-50 win rate because he averaged 11.7. So yeah, I do think this is a good bet for this series.
All right, there we go. Get things started with Al Horford under 14.5 points. We have an assist, minus 120, as Pib said, to get ourselves started for the day. Before we go further into the show, let's shout out our presenting sponsor here, the FanDuel Sportsbook, because they have their generosity every day going on, and the board is brought to you by FanDuel. With the NBA playoffs finally here, if you think you know how these series are going to go down, then make those predictions pay off with FanDuel. Just build your perfect parlay, activate the promo boost available that day, and lock in your bet. If it hits, that's a bigger payout for you at no extra cost. Monday, for example, we have the NBA Profit Boost token. You can boost those winnings again at no extra cost. By doing so, you're not going to be a spectator in the postseason. In order to do that, you can head to FanDuel at FanDuel.com/board to download America's #1 sportsbook and make every moment more. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. But must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino or 18 plus and present in DC. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit FanDuel.com/RG. Call 1-888-79-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Now, next game up, we've got the Denver Nuggets against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Western Conference Game 1 here. Denver did well to get through in 7 games over the Clippers, but now an even larger task here against the Thunder. What will Denver have to do, if anything? What can they do to win this series?
Well, I will have some ideas after game 1.
Okay.
I can't say much here because like Mike Porter Jr. is playing hurt. Horrible matchup for Jamal Murray. Horrible matchup for Jokic against double big lineup of Chet and Hartenstein. Yeah, on paper looks like it can be done.
Yeah.
But honestly, it looked like that after 3 games of Clipper series for me. They managed to do it.
Yeah.
yeah, if Russell Westbrook can shoot 43% from three in this series as well, I don't know, a little bit up to. I have to see the game one. I would say like just to get ideas of how it can be done.
Yeah.
I love the adjustments from the Denver coaching stuff in the Clippers series. They did an amazing job on Kawhi, on Harden, how they're approaching the blitzes, how they're approaching doubles, how they're approaching tagging the roller and from corners from which players. So they did a great job, and can't wait to see this. I don't know what's the coverage against Shea. Last time they played, they kind of blitzed him, being on the level stuff, mixed stuff. Hartenstein scored 20 plus points in that game because Jokic was horrible at doing it. So now this is a series where Jokic will be put in a pick and roll almost like every single possession. So we'll see. We'll see how he does. I don't know even if Thunder are going to double Jokic or they are going to. I'm interested to see.
Yeah, a lot will be revealed after game one and perhaps some more betting insight. No bet for this game, yes?
Yeah, no best for now. Like it's just a guessing game. Yeah.
We can move then to the following day of games, where we'll go to game two of the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland -10 on the spread, -480 money line to make it a 1-1 series. Can the Pacers repeat in this one? Or do you think the Cavs get this one done?
I really think Cavs means this. I think the shooting variance and shock from playing such a high pace was there in the game one. I think they will settle and find solutions for game two. Honestly, I don't think Pacers can play better than they did in the first game. They can play on the similar path, but I think Cleveland has so much room for the improvement from the game one. Like not giving up easy bucket in transition, not switching up so much and making wide open threes and moving the ball a bit quicker on the other side. So yeah, overall, I just think -10. I don't know if Garant is back, sure, but I do think Cleveland wins this and probably wins this series in six.
Betting wise, there's something you are looking at for this game.
Yes, I am, and that will be Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points. -115 while available. There are better lines and numbers, but I will say -115 for over 26.5 is the play.
Okay, there we go.
So we can see that Donovan Mitchell played 76 games this season, and the highest usage of all 76 games came in the last game against the Pacers. He had 41.5 usage. He shot 30 field goals, 9 free throws, 11 threes. Scored 33 points, even though he shot 6 from 9 from free throw line, which is horrible for Mitchell. He shot 1 from 9 from 3. No words to even describe this. And overall, he was great from the rim, but also missed 2 layups. So I'll just do let's look at the games where Mitchell had 30 plus usage. He had 42 last night. We'll just do when he has 30 plus, which is something I expect him to have for the rest of the series. And in that case, against 26.5, I will definitely need to adjust minutes because there were some games in the regular season which he just almost didn't play. So when we do 30 plus minutes for Mitchell, and when we look at the 30 plus usage, he hit the over in 22 out of 30 games, averaging 30.7 points, which is much higher than this line. Even if we exclude some outliers game where he shot poorly and below 35% from the field and up to 55, so some range of expected usage, expected efficiency from him, his average goes to 31.1, and I will say that's a low usage. I said I've said 30%, but I expect him like 35 for the series. So if you just go up to 32 or higher, it changes a lot. Moves to 32 and a half points and over in 16 out of 19 games. And I don't know, like you're losing the game, and I get playing deep rotation in the regular season, but playing Mitchell 33 minutes against the Pacers in a game where you lose,
Yeah, that was weird.
I think that they need to push that up. And especially a game without Garland. Like, I get it. Jerome was great and he's a great player, but you need to play your players like 36, 38 minutes. It's a playoff game. So, horrible shooting and efficiency for Mitchell in game one, and he still scored 33 points. I expect him to play more minutes, and usage efficiency should go up, and he still covered this. So, yeah, I do think I don't understand the line, honestly. Like they think Garland is back, but Garland back doesn't do anything for Donovan Mitchell. That
Right.
doesn't hurt him. Like just a bit less minutes to Jerome, who has higher usage than Garland. So yeah, maybe just opens the game even more for him. But overall, he just took a back seat in the regular season. Now, when it matters, especially after being down one in the series, yeah, this is a time for Donovan Mitchell to think he'll average more than 30 points for the rest of the series.
All right. So hopefully getting in ahead on Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points. Again, that's minus 115 for our second bet of the day. We'll keep it moving to the last game up for us to talk about today, which is the Golden State Warriors and Minnesota Timberwolves. The 6th seed Timberwolves come out of the first round and get a home court advantage for the second round. Do you think the Timberwolves wanted to play the Rockets or the Warriors? Who do they think they are more favorable against for this series?
I think they wanted to play the Rockets because they have a huge edge in experience. I
Okay.
think everyone would like to play Rockets before this. Like this is a team with Steph and Jimmy Butler, and this team is kind of when you have Gobert on the court, you can have a Looney and Green on the court as well. So it kind of makes life easier for Golden State. But yeah, I do think like this is a probably 7 game series. I would say Wolves in 6 or 7 in this one.
And on FanDuel here, they are minus 178 to win the series. They are minus 6.5 for that game one, so it should be an ultra competitive series. A lot of clashing characters as well for this one. I mean, Draymond Green, Rudy Gobert involved. Should be a fun series for the spectators as well. But on game one, any betting that you're looking to do?
Yeah, we are going matchup wise. We are going to Anthony Edwards, rebounds and assists under 12 and a half, minus 110. FanDuel best price, one of the best prices on the market.
Okay, minus 110 for Anthony Edwards, under 12.5 assists plus rebounds. Walk us through this one.
Yeah. So looking at the regular season, he was under this line in 46 out of 51 games, averaging 9.5 rebounds and assists. So I just included all the games. Randall, Reed, Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo, and Mike Conley played. Let's look at the games where he got 30 plus minutes, under in 40 out of 45. Maybe even going up like 32 plus minutes because that's probably a floor for the series. He's under in 34 plus minutes, so he averaged 38 minutes. He's under in 34 or out of 39, so he was under in like 88% of the games. Averaged only 9.8 rebounds and assists. If you take a look at the even like I don't know if this changed much, but looking at defensive rating of the teams, because like maybe he got the numbers up in some easy matchups, like against the Wizards and against the Bulls. If you exclude those games, he was under in 33 out of 36. That's 92%. So why is this line so high? Because when we look at the playoffs against the Lakers, he averaged 14.6. So there is a couple of reasons. First of all, assist wise, Lakers were playing zone in front of him. Lakers didn't have rim protection. Lakers overall defense was horrible in that series, and they didn't have rim protection, so need to put bodies on Edwards. Every time he tried to drive, they let wide open three. That's not the case with Golden State Warriors. They have great rim protection, and they don't allow a ton of good looks in the series. That's first part. Second part is rebounds. He averaged big 8.4 rebounds in the series. Oh, again, the Rockets didn't have big. Lakers didn't have big. They didn't have like they didn't even contest offensive rebound as much. So Edwards was getting kind of easy rebounds entire series. If we compare that to the regular season, they only covered this rebounding line in like 27 out of 36 games. So matchup wise, we look at the against Golden State Warriors for rebounds and assists. They played 3 times this season. All games he played more than 35 minutes. He averaged 11.5 in this year in 4 games against the Golden State Warriors. But I will say Golden State Warriors defense got better after Jimmy Butler joined, and he played all 4 games before that happened. Some games were without Draymond Green as well. So when we look at this, this was in much better environment than the one that they are facing today. So the numbers are just saying that this is a blown out proportion line with the easy matchup for rebounds and assists in the first series against the poor Lakers.
Right. All right. There we go. Our third official pick of the day, Anthony Edwards, under 12.5 assists plus rebounds, -110 at our presenting sponsor, FanDuel. Widely available as well if you can't get there. But go to the link in the description to sign up to FanDuel today with FanDuel.com/board. All right, let's go to you guys in the chat. Let's go to your bets for today. Let's go to the top where we have a bet. Hardenstein, double-double at +300. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know about rebounds. Points I'm leaning over. I'll just check I'll now look at the rebounds. Price is really good, but the rebounds with it's a regular season with Shea, Jalen, and Chet. He kind of I expect him to play like between 24 and 32 minutes against Denver. He didn't get many rebounding chances, 13 and 15. Points wise, he did cover in both. As I said, second game he kind of murdered them. Plus, that's +300, right? So yeah, kind of could be like a good price if he gets the minutes. He could get there. Yep.
And before we go to the next comment, reminder, if you have not hit the like button already, please make sure you do so to help support our channel. Let's try to get, once again, to 50 likes on this stream today, 50 plus. So if you're watching, enjoying, tailing the bets, hit that like button. Jelko asked about Kristaps Porzingis over 17.5 points at about -111, 1.9 odds here.
Yeah. This is a good bet. Like he didn't have like some great like win rate against this line. I mean, he did get a great win rate against this line this season when Tatum and Brown played, but it was like barely over for most of the games. Last game against the Knicks, he didn't cover. So yeah, I do lean over. I think this is a good bet, especially at -110, -111. That it's the price.
Okay. We'll stay on the same game. We have Josh Hart under 14.5 rebounds and assists at -115.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. Definitely trending to be an under, but last 2 head-to-head games, he had amazing numbers. Like he had 18 rebounds and assists on 36 chances, and then 20 on 32 chances. So I don't know. First game should be honestly ignored. It was a huge blowout. So 11, 20, and 18, averaging 16.3 in the series. I don't know. I don't know. Don't have opinion on this one. Looks weird.
Okay, no problem. Let's fire up the next comment here. We'll go back to the OKC game for Chet Holmgren. Over 16.5 points at -117.
Yeah, I bet throughout the season on Chet against the Denver, but he kind of disappointed me, as we can see. Don't know what was the main reason for this. But with Shea, J-Dub, and Hartenstein, he had 8 and 14 points. In the series against the Memphis, he kind of had good usage, like average 22 and a half, played good minutes. Yeah, a lean over, but not with a lot of confidence.
Okay. We'll see if we can stay on the same game here. We cannot. Let's. Oh, yes. We have Jamal Murray under 20.5 points at -130.
Yeah. Again, don't know much about this one. I would say last two games they played in March, he had huge 34 points game. They kind of focused on stopping Jokic, but Jokic also had huge games, so I don't know what had happened in this game. They kind of went to letting them get theirs and then helping not helping much on others. But in the game earlier, 2 days before, he had 17 points on horrible shooting. Honestly, I don't know. I think 20 and a half or 19 and a half sounds good for Jamal Murray in this series. I think Lou Dort is very, very much overrated on defense. So, yeah, I'll talk about that later. Yeah.
How about Russell Westbrook over 10.5 points, -122?
They will definitely leave him open. So, if you think he can make those shots, think that's fair play. When he's playing 24 to 32 minutes this season, he was crushing this line, especially when they put Jokic in, Jokic, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. Then it's only 11.5. Let's look at the games against OKC. 16, 1 from 9, them, and 29. So 1, 2 from 10. Yeah. He won't get much inside, but he should be wide open for threes. So if he can make two at least, what's the price for him to make 2 threes? It's plus 120. He got 5, 5, 4, 6. So he's taking probably 5 threes plus money. I don't know. I think he'll need to come back to earth as a shooter in these playoffs. Yeah.
Okay, and then one more player prop bet. Then we have a series question. We have Randall 10 plus rebounds at plus 425 from Good Friend Chillionaire. So take a splash here potentially.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't rebound well in the series against the Lakers. He averaged 5 rebounds. Head to head, he had much better rebounding series. What's the price?
Plus 425 for 10 plus.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Let me just look. When he's playing with Naz Reid and Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels, Dante DiVincenzo, Anthony Edwards in the entire season, and when he gets 30 plus minutes, he averaged 7.2 rebounds against the Golden State. He had 11 and 7. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like a good price, but I don't see the edge. Why is that?
Makes sense. And how about this final question here? Don Bucko asked about a parlay for series wins for Boston and Cleveland, -163 here, but notes there's -150 also available for this one. So what do we think on the parlay for these two teams? minus 150.
Can we make this official for the show?
Yeah.
Minus 150
Let me
for
double
like.
check. If it's still available or is available. Let's see.
You know this because you already bet it, right?
No, I didn't bet it. They bet it and referenced another sports book, and I did not want to feature it, which is why
Yeah.
I didn't put the price up. Let me see. It's hard to find the markets on this book, so give me 1 second.
Yep.
They make it tough. Okay. Okay, there's Celtics and then Cavaliers. Let's see if it is available. Okay, can't parlay it, so I have to see if there's like an exact outcome for these two series. Okay. Apparently minus 50. I'm looking for it. So clearly you like it. Why don't you talk us through why you like this price?
Yeah, I think Celtics are winning like 90% of the time against the Knicks in the series, and it should be minus 900. And then I think we have Cleveland winning like 75% of the time. So when you combine those two, you get like 67 to 70, 67% of the time, and that should be minus 200 or like minus 230 in that range. So minus 150, minus 160 looks like a big edge. So yeah.
Okay. Can't find it here for the minus 150 price, just because I don't know where that exists. You can't parlay the series winners here. If not, yeah, can't combine them. So I don't know if there's a section. Maybe if somebody in the chat knows where this is fine. Top under series betting. Okay, let me find it. Okay. I've been directed here, but I'm still struggling. Give me a sec. Now it's not loading. All right, we're gonna figure this out, everybody. We will have potentially an official pick here on the top. I don't know how I don't see it.
I don't know,
Maybe
man.
you can find it, man.
I honestly think a bunch of these books have like horrible interfaces. Like I have a little like, how are you multi-million dollar company and have horrible interface, and it's not user friendly at all, and it's like from 2005 on most of these books. It's just insane. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't see it. I'm seeing conference champion. I'm seeing conference props. I'm seeing division props. I don't see series betting on the top.
Maybe it's a region. It's a region offer. Maybe that's why you can find it.
Yeah, I mean potentially it's regional. I also notoriously struggle finding stuff on this book. Let's see what it is on FanDuel. Maybe it's at a comparable price even. No, minus 163 on FanDuel. Another tab. Guys, I wish you could guide me here, but I don't see it. I don't know if Ontario is a different look, but I straight up don't see it. A different tab. I'm on NBA, and that's it. That's what I see, unless it's featured. But even still, no, I don't see it. All NBA events.
Yeah,
no.
I mean we can move from it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
If
you have it,
FanDuel, though.
Yeah. I mean that's actually a kind of different price. Like it's 2% different. So if I'm choosing between like 4% and then 6, I think that's a huge difference. So
All right. Well,
if you have better
if you
than
have it, sorry.
if you have minus 50, minus 52, minus 55, minus 56, get it. If minus 163 is still probably good, but yeah,
All right.
I'm not
Apologies for
betting
that.
that.
I tried my best, everybody, but not official for the show. But if you can find it, you should play it at minus 150 or minus 52, etc. Okay, guys, we got there in the end, but that'll be it for the show today. We should be back for a show Wednesday and Friday this week as well. So we should have 3 shows this week. Keep up to date with all the content by following us on Twitter at @theboardhq or hitting the notification bell on the YouTube channel here. If you did enjoy, please make sure you did hit that like button, especially if you are going to be tailing any of the picks for today's show. There's 3 official picks, a little bit more volume this season, I find, for the playoffs than past seasons. So hopefully we continue in the right direction. We have Al Horford under 14.5 PRA, minus 120. Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points, minus 115. And Anthony Edwards under 12.5 assists plus rebounds to finish it off at minus 110. Let's get some exciting basketball the next couple days. We'll be back on Wednesday to recap it all and see how the picks did and come up with some more on Pick and Roll presented by FanDuel. Thanks again, everybody.